this is it, everybody. The final level of the Wily Castle. And it's actually kind of a short one, but it's definitely not sweet. It's rather a doozy of a level. So first off, suspicious video game generosity here. So stock up what you can on all of the ammo, and make sure you're prepared for this level, because once it starts, you better not stop moving. Now this is another Quickman-like segment. You could probably get that extra life if you're really fast and you use the Centaur Flash. Here, to get the energy tank, you Centaur Flash quickly, use the Rain Flush, and then use that beam as a platform to get up to the E-tank. Very tricky. So that was a short, but definitely pretty cruel Quickman-like segment. And this is kind of a boss right now, but it's not at the moment. And yes, before you ask, this is insta-death. So if you are to even touch any part of that tank body, you will die instantaneously. So it is chasing you, and that's pretty much the majority of this level's gimmick. It's one big chase scene. And of course you have these little mine drills, which are insta-death in and of themselves, coming at you. So most of this level pretty much relies on memorization of where all the enemies are and all their locations, and how each part of the level is going to go. Otherwise, you're going to be dying many, many, many times. You can grab that real quickly, and yes, it's following you after. It's falling down the shaft trying to get at you. So you better be quick gathering all the items on the side here, otherwise you're going to be in trouble. And then here's the second long segment of chase scene. This one's a little bit different, because it doesn't fire the missiles at you constantly throughout it. Because it would be terrible if it did in the spiked ceiling section, but you always have to stay ahead. There is only one way to get through this section, and one way only. If you're slow for even but a moment, you will die. That's just all there is to it. You're just gonna die. This whole level is full of death. We're almost to the end here. All in all, it's not too bad, but it is pretty rough the first couple times you try it. And so of course you're at a dead end, you have nowhere else to go. So what happens? Boss fight. That's what happens. Now you're able to kill this thing. Don't think just because it's a boss fight now and it has an energy bar that it's no longer instant death. No. Touching this tank will still instantly kill you no matter how much health you have. So don't do that. Anyway, thankfully it has a very simple pattern. It shoots 2 missiles at a time, and then one big one, which you can jump on to reach its target, which is the red, I guess you could say, ball up there on top of the tank. I don't even know what to call that, but yeah, and it repeats that 3 times, and then after the 3rd time it'll flash that red ball, and it'll dash and pretty much cover the whole screen. The only safe point, of course, which is on the small block. All in all, it's a very easy boss, and you can one-shot it perfectly. It's not that hard, and thankfully so, because the real final bosses are coming up soon. And oh gosh, spike fall! But it's really not that bad. It's really bad if you make a mistake and you fall too far to the left and right, then you start over. But is this the true secret of the level? No, we have a super duper Easter egg here with the Mega Man 7 version of Mega Man, which you can kill handily with the Pharaoh Shot. And you got 4 E-Tank pieces, which gets you another full E-Tank, 3 M-Tank pieces, and then 3 W-Tank pieces. So you get 1 extra tank for each type just for this one Easter egg alone. Holy crap, that was amazing. I'll leave it to you all to figure out how to get there, though. And what do we see? We see the Mega Man 6 Wily Machine. One of the easiest Wily machines in Mega Man history. Now, it's actually kind of difficult. For one, when it hits you, it hurts a lot. And it has 2 patterns to its phase-on shots that it shoots out every time it lands. Now the shots get a lot more harder to dodge. Either one will work, I'm just choosing between the two just to prove a point. It doesn't matter if you use the Night Crush or the Centaur Flash, both will work equally as good. See, the shots changed so that they're much harder to dodge, but all in all, as long as you keep pelting it with its weakness, it's not too bad. Then here is the Wily Capsule. It's pretty interesting, all said and done. It harkens back to the Mega Man 7 capsule, where every time you hit it, it drops bolts of lightning down on the ground every time it's struck. So you have to be careful of that additional attack. And oh my goodness, what is this? Crash Man? Airman? What just happened? What is going on? That's right. This Wily capsule can bring back robots from the dead and have them attack you for brief moments in time. So we got Chill Man here. Oh, and I got stuck. Yep, and we got Nitro Man. But there are 3 types of energy ball configurations that the Wily machine likes to do. So let's see what the next one he does. Okay, he shoots 2 off each side and then go down. That one's the easiest one to dodge. Oh, wow. Iceman and Fireman, this is a hard one. You have to jump at intervals. And not stay in one place either. You kind of have to move back and forth as you jump. That's a hard one. And then he has the energy balls that spin around his ship and then expand. And then, of course, he has one where he shoots out 4 where they try and track you down for 2 consecutive times. We have Gutsman and Cutman. See, those are pretty easy as long as you stay away from him. The hardest ones are where the balls are tracking you down actively across the screen. Ooh, this one's a hard one. Shade Man and Top Man. I am totally doing terrible. Look at that. But, again, that's a fun one to do. And since the Wily capsule can pretty much do about 10 points of damage to you, you don't want to take a chance and use your energy tank if you can. Oh, and look, Dustman and Ringman. Quite a few robots that he can summon. Whew. Oh, that didn't give much time for me to react, did it? And he's doing Gutsman and Cutman again. It's always the same pairing. When you see one, you can expect the other every time. He has a lot more, and I think I'll put up a list of all the different ones he can summon. So, it's really cool. I like that concept. And here's a fake out, everybody. A 4th boss fight. No, not really. Just kidding. That was a funny joke. Ha ha ha. You got me there. I thought I was going to have to fight some more. He's begging for mercy. Is he the real one this time? Yes, he is. Nope, screw you, Wily. You think I'm stupid. I've learned from all our past encounters. This is more trickery. Wow, he's taking it rather well, isn't he? And making more threats. Apparently, Wily is willing to go down with his ship for this one. Well, that's not good. Of course, that makes so much more sense why we can't do this. So how will Megaman escape now? And this is very reminiscent of the ending of Megaman 3, where they're both crushed, and Proto Man comes to save the day. And he even calls Megaman out on that fact. Wow, I always come to your rescue. When is it ever going to end? Wow, this is a cheap cop-out, but hey, I'll buy it. Now, if you didn't beat Nightman and get Nightman's weapon, Nightman would come in and rescue him, and you would actually see a Wily pod ship coming out from the explosion. Just FYI. I'm not going to do any extensive analysis like I normally do with games I play, mainly because I said all that I mean to over the course of this play series. I think although this fan game doesn't have all the fancy new graphics or new music tracks to rock out to, this was still a fun game and well worth my time. It had challenge in all the right spots and tons of replayability to boot. The fact that it has 20 levels with the boss rush included is just icing on the cake. I love the fact that you can make this game as easy or as hard as you want by simply ignoring various upgrades and tank pieces and trying alternate harder paths to get through the levels. It's classic Mega Man at its finest, and it'll be on my list of replayable fan games, alongside Mega Man Unlimited, Mega Man Rock Force, Mega Man Rocks, the Hard Hat series, and I think I'm forgetting one other. But either way, this was extremely fun to play, and man, look at that background. That's just amazing. I like how it just flows at multiple speeds. That reminds me of all the 16-bit era days with Sonic the Hedgehog, and you have the background where each section of it moves at different speeds as you go along. Kind of reminds me of that. So, very cool effect, and I like how they used it here. It's almost like it could be conceivably done on the Nintendo hardware, but I don't know if this actually could be done on the Nintendo hardware. It'd be interesting to find out, actually. Anyway, there's a special bonus here after Ballad. If you happen to beat Bass, then he shows up here in the ending. Otherwise, this part of the ending just ends right after Ballad. Now we get to the credits. Created by Darkflame Wolf and J-Man. Apparently, she was the designer and J-Man was the programmer. So, technically, this whole game was made by 2 people. With, I guess, extra assistance from other characters, which I think will be detailed here. But yeah, 2 primary designers on the team created the entire game. With some help for graphics with Snow Shepherd. And then we have a boatload of testers. Quite a few of them. In fact, I should know I was actually part of the testing team. I didn't really make any formal posts myself, because most of the bugs that were reported were already done for me by the time I went there to post anything, so I'm like, whatever. I'll just keep them to myself. And just continue to make this play series. Hey, there I am. Look at that. Oh, Lone Darkness is all by its lonesome. Haha. I have absolutely no idea what this is supposed to be. And we give special thanks to Eric Ruth, which I believe was the designer who made Mega Man Rocks and gave her the basis game engine for this. Don't know about the other 2. I know who Rome Mithril is, but I don't know why she thanked him. And Tyler Adam Donahue, he's a... I think he was a member of PureZC.com, but I don't know why. Why she dedicated that to him. Sad though, if he's dead now. Oh, and there's 3 endings here. Either Roll will come out to greet you, or Rush will come flying at you, or Beat will come zooming in at your head. It's really random which one you're gonna get. This time I got Roll. You might get someone different. Oh. And here is Wham Shot!